Christopher Schwarzenegger, the 28-year-old youngest son of Hollywood icon Arnold Schwarzenegger and journalist Maria Shriver, has officially emerged from the shadows, and he's brought his massive muscles with him. On October 27, 2025, in the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles, Christopher was spotted at a seasonal pumpkin patch outing with his sister, Catherine, and brother-in-law Chris Pratt, carrying not one, but 3 medium-sized pumpkins as his nieces Lila and Eloise, 5 and 3, picked their favorites. What caught everyone's attention wasn't just the autumn fun, it was how sculpted his arms looked in a simple white tank top, with shoulders and biceps that signaled a full makeover. This wasn't a casual glance-and-go transformation either. Earlier this year, Christopher revealed he had lost around 30 pounds, roughly 13.6 kilograms, and he's now showing off the carved results. He described the journey as a big process that really started back in 2019 while he was living in Australia. He says he realized during that trip how much his weight was limiting him. He wanted to skydive, but his friends told him no shot. That moment seemed to flick a switch. He explained, "I was like, I can't skydive." From that seed grew determination. In the spring of 2025, at the inaugural Beecher Vitality Happy and Healthy Summit in Los Angeles, Christopher shared more details of his transformation. He admitted it was never easy, emphasizing that it's not an overnight thing, but it took a lot of trial and error. One of the most striking anecdotes, he gave up bread for Lent, yes, bread, and that alone triggered a drop of 30 pounds in less than 2 months. He said, "Weirdly enough, I gave up bread for Lent. I was like, well, if I'm giving up bread, I might as well just take the opportunity. I'm not going to break Lent." And so I lost 30 pounds just through that. His father, Arnold, weighed in too, as you'd expect in a Schwarzenegger household. In a June 2025 interview, Arnold said, "I could never go and say to him, 'You're overweight.' We just kept introducing healthy foods. We introduced him always to the gym and all of that kind of stuff. And then, out of nowhere, he decided that he wanted to be lean, and now he is." Arnold's words mirror the shift from passive encouragement to active self-motivation, with Christopher now clearly the one driving. Public reaction has been swift and praise-filled. On social media and in celebrity news outlets, fans have commented on the transformation, from being the privately living youngest Schwarzenegger to now stepping into a more visible role, thanks to his impressive physique. One magazine pointed out that his biceps and shoulders were fully on display. The transformation from his earlier physique is nothing short of remarkable. Indeed, the white tank plus pumpkin haul photo went viral. Let's pause to sketch the background. Christopher grew up in the famous Schwarzenegger-Shriver family, alongside siblings Catherine, 35, Christina, 33, and Patrick, 31. His half-brother Joseph Baena, 27, is from Arnold's earlier affair. Unlike Catherine, married to Chris Pratt and often in the media, Christopher has kept a lower profile, studied psychology at the University of Michigan, graduating around 2020, and chosen a quieter path. So this fitness story brings him center stage in a new way, not because of Hollywood roles or headlines, but because of personal transformation. The timeline is impressive. 2019, the Australia trip where Christopher realized his weight was holding him back. 2020 to 2024, years of behind-the-scenes work, gym time, diet adjustments, trial and error. Early 2025, the public admission of a 30-pound drop, the bread-free Lent period, and appearance at the LA Summit. October 27, 2025, the pumpkin patch photo that turned heads and confirmed the new look. What stands out is not just the weight loss, but the muscle gain, sculpting, confidence shift. Christopher isn't just lighter, he looks stronger. He carried 3 pumpkins, easy for him now, and was sipping a protein shake while wearing the unmistakable look of someone who's taken control of their body and health. In a family where fitness and public image are inescapable shadows, hello, Terminator legend father, Christopher's quiet but dedicated approach has now paid off. It's also worth noting the mindset. Christopher didn't wait for a trainer to wave a magic wand. He didn't rush for a quick fix. He started from where he was, made one key food change, no bread, stayed consistent, and built momentum from there. He confessed he still doesn't feel like he's an after yet when he looks up before and after photos, showing humility in the midst of transformation. For the fans watching this, there's a lesson here. Transformation doesn't mean changing your identity overnight. It means making adjustments, staying disciplined, and showing up every day. Christopher's story is less about celebrity glamour and more about personal grit, a young man in a famous family proving that change is possible when you commit. And now, what's next for Christopher? While he hasn't announced any major acting roles or high-profile projects, this fitness story will likely open new doors. Fitness endorsements, personal training ventures, maybe even a more visible lifestyle role. For someone who once preferred the background, this moment could signal the beginning of a new chapter where body transformation becomes part of his public persona. So if you saw that photo and thought, "Whoa, who's that?" Now you know, Christopher Schwarzenegger has stepped into the spotlight, carrying pumpkins with biceps to match, showing the world what discipline, time, and consistency can do. His story isn't done yet, and by his own admission, he's still on the journey.